So hi there, my name is Charlie, and today I'm going to be taking a little look at my Game Boy Advance that I bought 25 years ago, because let's face it, it's really showing its age now. Now, previously I'd fitted a front lit screen mod to this Game Boy Advance, but it's never really cut the mustard, so what I want to do is fit a brand new screen, a new backlit screen, and give it a few other mods along the way. So we're going to put it in this rather nice smoky black shell with blue buttons, and just to give it some extra juice, we're going to fit it with a USB-C battery. So I think let's just jump straight in. Let's get building the ultimate Game Boy Advance. So the first thing we need to do is take the Game Boy apart. So let's start to do that now. Better just take the batteries out first. Oh, and a cartridge. Now we can take the screws out. Typical Nintendo fashion, they're a bespoke head with a Y shape, so you'll need a special screwdriver to get these out, but you can pick them up of Amazon, or quite often they come with the kits that you purchase. The one at the bottom here is just a regular Phillips, and it's a little bit shorter than the other ones as well. Now we can take the back off and start to remove all the buttons and trim around the edge. Once that's done, we can start to take the motherboard out. On my board there's just two screws holding it in, so quite easy to take out, and it's just a regular Phillips screwdriver as well. And now I'm just going to release the ribbon cable for the screen. So just going to use my tweezers just to release those, and now I can just hopefully just pull this out. And there we go. So I previously fitted a front light screen. This must have been nearly 20 years ago now. So I'm just going to take that out. There's just a couple of things I just needed to desolder. There we go. We can just move that out of the way. And we're also going to take the speaker out because we're going to be fitting a new higher powered speaker as part of the kit for the amplifier. So I'm just going to put the Clean Amp Pro in place. I picked this up from Retro 6, I believe. I bought it alongside the Dehum kit because I wanted to just get as clean a signal as possible. I'm just going to use a bit of Kapton tape to hold this in place. I seem to have quite shaky hands today, so there we go. So anyway, I'm just going to add a little bit of flux, and then we can start to solder those joints into place. This is where the speaker is going to attach to now, so let's just get a bit of solder on there ready. Let's just give this a quick clean before we put the speakers in place. So I've just got a little bit of alcohol in here, and I'm just going to wipe away that flux. Now I'm going to take the tape off because we don't really need that there anymore. And actually it's sort of in the way of where I'm going to put the speaker. Oh, I've just realised I missed one of the solder points, so I'm just going to do that now. It just attaches to where one of the speaker outputs was before. Let's just pull that across. Yeah, there we go. And now we can put the speaker in place, and like I said, it attaches to these two new pads on the new amplifier. So there's one wire in place and the second one. The Clean Amp Pro actually came with a speaker, but this is a funnyplaying one that I already had ready to do this kit. Now it's time to fit the Dehum kit, so we're going to solder to these points here. So I think I'm just going to add a little bit of solder to some of these points to begin with, just to help. So I'll add some to that capacitor there. So I'm just going to hold the soldering iron here for a moment or two, just to help the solder take to the joints. You need to just strip off some of the coating that's on the top of the battery terminal. Now we can come in and add some solder. So I think I'll just add a bit of solder up here to a couple of these capacitors as well, just to hopefully make it a little bit easier to attach the new kit. I'm a bit concerned about the next one because it's so tiny. I think I'll leave that for the moment. So let's just try and hold this in place. I think it might be a good idea to tape it. So I think let's add some caps on tape just to help hold it in place. Once I've got the first couple in place, I'll probably take it off. I'm just going to try and pre-tin my soldering iron and pull the solder across as I do it. I think that's got it, yep. Now let's take this tape off and we can attach the one to the battery terminal. Great, I've got that as well. Now we can move on to these small capacitors. Let's do this one. Oh, that was quite easy actually. We'll move on to the little tiny one now. A little bit nervous about the small tiny one if I'm honest, but let's give it a go. I don't actually have a microscope, so I'm just eyeballing this, which probably isn't the best idea. Anyway, let's get this tape out of the way and come in with the solder. I'm just going to be really gentle and try not to do anything too stupid. So we get a bit of, we've got a bit of tin on there. I'm just going to try and pull it across to the capacitor. I think I've got that. So future Charlie here. You might have noticed, to the eagle-eyed among you, that capacitor C26 lifted from the circuit board as I was adding the solder to the Dehum kit. Obviously this isn't great, and I did go to solder it back in place, but as you could expect, I held it with my tweezers and it pinged off somewhere onto my floor. So, a bit annoying. I've ordered some more, and it does mean the Dehum kit isn't working at the moment, but luckily C26 is a decoupling capacitor, so it's not essential for the running of the Game Boy Advance, and everything else seems to be running great. So I think we should just crack on with the build, pretend you never saw this, and I'm going to pass back over to Charlie. And, I missed this one here. Let's just get that in place now. There we go, we got that one as well. So the screen kit comes with two ribbons. Mine's showing here as a 40-pin ribbon, so that's the one I'm going to use, but yours might be the thinner ribbon. I can't remember how many it is. I think it might be 32 pin, but let's just check it all fits in. Yep, perfect, nice and snug. So for the screen, you've got two options of the way of controlling the menu. The first one is with the touch screen, and the second one is to actually have an on-screen menu. So I'm going to actually wire up the on-screen menu. You just attach it to these. So you just attach it to these 3 points, these test pads. So I've got the first one in place. Let's just get some soldering on test pad 2. There we go, and now we can get the wire in place there. Just be really careful because there's lots of really small resistors and capacitors in this area, so you just want to take care. And finally in test pad 8. There we go, we've got those 3 wires in place, and this will allow you to control the screen with the shoulder buttons and the select button. means I'm not going to do the touchscreen. I'm just going to wrap a bit of Kapton tape around the sensors so that if I ever change my mind and I want to have the touchscreen sensors in place, I can. If you do decide to have the touchscreen sensors, you literally just attach these 2 pads to points on the shell of the case. So it's not too tricky to do, so really not a lot to show. But as I'm going with the on-screen menu, I don't actually think there's much need for the touchscreen. Now we've done that, let's pop the screen in place. So I'm just going to remove the backing from the sticky double-sided tape. And then we can slot it in place. I slid it in so it's from the left-hand side and then pushed down. That seemed the best way to get a good, solid connection between the shell and the glue. That feels like it's taken, and now we can attach the screen. So let's just get that in place. Oh, the first thing we're going to do actually is just connect these wires. So these are for the on-screen menu. So that's for the left trigger. That's the wire for the right trigger. And this was for the select. I'll put on screen in a minute just to show you which test pad each wire came from. And now we can connect the screen up. So let's just get the ribbon cable in. So you want to have it so it's black side down. Now we can put in the buttons and start getting the whole thing back together. So I actually went back and added a little bit of Kapton tape over these connections because I didn't want anything to short out against the board. I think it would have been okay, but I just wanted to be safe. But anyway, now that's done, we can actually screw everything back together. So let's just seat this in place. I had a little bit of trouble with the speaker seating itself into the shell properly, but I got there in the end by poking it in with a pair of tweezers. Now we've done that, let's put the new triggers in. They didn't actually fit too well. It felt like some of the plastic just wasn't quite the right shape, but a little bit of jiggling around and I managed to get them in place. But I'll be honest, I recorded a lot more footage here than I'm showing. Now we can just screw it all together. Just going to speed through this because it's very repetitive. And you've probably seen 1,000 Game Boys screwed back together. But now we can slot the new USB-C charging battery in place. And it looks really tidy. Nice. I think it's about time to check it out. Oh, let's just remove the screen protector. It's always satisfying to do this. Now we can check it out. Nice. All seems to be working properly. So there we have it. We've built the ultimate Game Boy Advance. Almost, because the Dehum kit isn't working. But that will be fixed soon. So I'm not too worried about that. And it still looks and sounds fantastic. I want to just give you some comparisons now. So we're going to compare the volume against the unmodded volume, and then we're going to compare the screen. So let's just take a little look at the volume first. So here's the volume from the original Game Boy, unmodded. And now here's the volume with the Clean Amp Pro fitted. I mean, I hope you agree, this thing is night and day, so much better. And now let's just take a little look at the screen. So here's the original unmodded screen. Now we take a little look at the front lit screen that was fitted originally, you can't really tell a lot of difference. But just compare that to the Hispeedio backlit screen. I mean, this thing could sear the image into your eyeballs, it's that bright. So if you want to adjust the brightness of the console, you press the select button or one of the shoulder buttons. The left button will decrease the brightness and the right button will increase it. And if you press the select button and both of the shoulder buttons at the same time, you'll get the on-screen display. And in here you can do things like adjust the pixel effects of the screen, if that's your cup of tea. You can also change the different colorways, so it might be useful if you're playing old Game Boy games, for example. You can also adjust contrast, and there's a couple of other settings that you'll probably never want to fiddle with. But in all honesty, it looks best, in my opinion, if you just leave it on the default settings. And I think I'm hardly ever going to fiddle with those. So there we have it. We've built a Game Boy Advance for 2026, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, mistakes and all. I've got loads more mods and builds along the way, so please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.